Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Um, I was having some issues and I had to restart my computer, but hi. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Hi, Bonnie. I don't know if you're still here. Hi, Liz. How are you? I know it's been forever. But today, since I didn't film this week, I was having kind of like a content. I was trying to figure out what to film content wise. So I was having a hard time this week. Um, But yeah, I wanted to talk about kind of I've been working on, what I've been reading. To be honest, I haven't read much this week. Shay! Hi! Hi, 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 hi. Hi! How are you, my friend? I miss you. Yeah, I've just been like struggling with reading lately. Not in a bad way, but just reading a lot slower than I'm used to. So I'm in the middle of technically three things right now. Hi. We have to do something next year. We'll have to collaborate on something because I missed collaborating with you. Again, sorry for being a couple minutes late. I was having computer issues, but we're good. We're back. We're plugged in. We're all set. um, the first thing that I've been reading and the thing that's been taking up most of my time, not in a bad way, just reading it a lot slower than I'm used to, is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. I am buddy reading this with a group of people on Dee Dee at Brown Girl Readings YouTube channel. So we're reading this over 2 months. As you can see, I'm very behind. I need to be at the 50% mark by yesterday, which didn't happen. But I'm planning on getting caught up because I believe the discussion is the 7th of December, I think. So I'm working on that. The other one that I physically have here that I'm in the middle of is The Triangle and the Deep. It's a bind up of two of Robert P. Otone's um, YA mystery fun time. It's just I like to take these really slow, and book 3 is officially out, so I will be having a discussion with him at some point, hopefully soon, because I want to talk to him about this whole entire trilogy. Because now that all 3 are out, I'm kind of just boom, boom, boom. I'm hoping to read all 3 before the end of December. And the third book that I'm reading is Sweep in Love. It is book 5 in the Innkeeper Chronicles by Ilona Andrews. It's a urban fantasy, I guess, about a woman who owns a special, like a Airbnb kind of, and she has special powers. Her partner has special powers. There's random different creatures that they run into, and it's a good time. It's fun. Ooh, I love Law Roach. I'm obsessed with Law Roach. Ooh, you got a good mix going on here, Liz. I'm we're not far from I'm on 7. I have 78 finished, completely read. 78. I'm on 79 now. I know, it's been so long. Like, I haven't done a live in a minute. That hasn't been like an author discussion. Wow, I got 7 done in October. But again, the books that I'm reading per usual, are very, very chunky. So, I'm having a good time, though. And this is the next one that I'm hoping to get to sooner rather than later, is The Angel of Indian Lake, the Indian Lake trilogy, book 3. It starts with My Heart is a Chainsaw. As many of you know, Stephen Graham Jones is a favorite of mine. I've been holding off on reading this because it means the series is over, but I want to get to it this year. Um, but I will be filming a pile of possibilities for November, and a couple of my possibilities will also be part of Nonfiction November. I know Olive at a Book Olive isn't doing Nonfiction November this year, but I still want to like slightly participate. Bleak House is intimidating as hell. It is. Ooh, what is that about? Nice. You know, you've got that. Those are my buzzwords, Liz. Yeah. I'm trying to get all of his backlist done. He's got so much. It's not even funny. He's got a lot. But I feel like since I haven't been doing as many lives, like I haven't really talked to many people cuz life has been unexpectedly busy. Nothing bad, just unexpectedly busy. Um yeah, and that's what I've been working on so far, and a lot of the other project like I have long-term projects that I've been working on that I kind of want to keep secret. Just projects, and I'm working on my own TBR, trying to get that back down. I know Bonnie and I have talked about that a lot. We own a lot of books, and I'm also trying to do a reorganization project for my shelves. Ooh, Michael J. Fox. I need to read nonfiction by him. I love him so much, and what he's done for like disability communities. He's fantastic. He's great. I just love him. I have 2 on my TBR for November. One I don't physically have with me. I do, but it's over there and I don't wanna get up. It is the Tim Curry memoir, and the second one, I think I can grab it because I think it's on this shelf over here. Hold on one second. Ah, boom. Um, Bruce Lee: A Life, a biography by Matthew Polly. I've always loved all of I'm sorry, my allergies are really bad. All of Bruce Lee's films when I was a kid. My father follows a lot of his like philosophy and nonfiction. Um, so there's a lot that I've grown up with, and I've never actually read a biography of his. And I found this, I think I was thrifting or something. I was at a used bookstore and I found it. So this is definitely on the project list because I have a Bruce Lee themed project happening in the background. Oops. When was the ban lifted? I love him. I just always have. And what he does for like the Parkinson's community is important. Yes. And I highly recommend the audio because he does the audio as well for Vagabond, his autobiography. Yay! Sorry, hold on. It's my mom. Ooh, sweet. That's awesome. I've just been kind of just going with the flow and not having that's why I like the pile of possibility vibe. I have a loose TBR and a couple buddy reads that I'm doing, but other than that, I'm kind of just going with the flow. I'll be working on a couple projects next year and a few towards the end of the year that I'm hoping to finish. I still want to do like rereading all of Jane Austen's work and having a discussion about it because there's so much. And I would also love to get to The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. She's one of I've heard fantastic things, and my good friend Evie highly recommended the trilogy to me. So yeah, I'm kind of just going with the flow. I wanted to pop on and say hello and not have a recorded video. It's really funny because a couple of people that I've known since I was a teenager have found my YouTube channel, which is really weird. Not in a bad way, but it's really weird. I'm like, "Oh, hi, they know me personally." Ooh, Julia Child. Have you read her biography? I can't remember the name of it. Is it just Julia Child: A Life? I read it through the library, and I loved it so much that I asked for it for Christmas, and my cousin got it for me. Last year or the year before, I don't remember. I know, I do too. I still feel weird when it's just me, but I'm trying to get used to it. It's really good, and there's, recipes put throughout the chapters, so if you wanted to try some of the recipes she talks about, they're in there. Not every single recipe she talks about, but some of her major ones, like beef bourguignon, which I've done myself, and I had to give myself on a big pat on the back because I did a really good job and it didn't taste awful. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I read it. I actually read it. Look at me. I read it on time. I read it the day of release. I read it on day of release, and I have an early copy because Julie is fantastic of Just Add Happiness. A little self plug, the best friend character is named after me. So I'm really excited to dive into that in November so I can read it and have a review out for the release date, which is December 30th. I'm so excited. She's always gonna have a book out because she always just is writing, 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 writing. I don't know how she does it. The other day she told me it took her 8 weeks to write one book, and I was like, "How?" She's great. I miss her so much. But yeah, I'm just in the middle of my chunky reading space right now, kind of. Yeah, it's just She didn't even tell me until after she sent it to her editor that I was the inspiration for the best friend character, and I was like, "What?" I had no clue. So it was already, like, set in with everything, and yeah. I'm really excited. I've been enjoying, like, literary fiction, women's fiction, even though I hate that title, women's fiction, because it's just like it just needs to be part of fiction because that's what it is. Those words are probably gonna be in my review for sure, though. I can't wait to dive into it. I actually have the audiobook pre-ordered as well. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm just going with the flow. Of course, this year I wanna finish, so my friend, my IRL friend that I've known since we were in middle school, wants me to finish Mason and Dixon by Thomas Pynchon? I think I got his last name right. I'm really enjoying it because it's based in Philadelphia, like old-timey, like the time of the Liberty Bell, Philadelphia. So I'm really, really I'm enjoying it. I'm just reading it a lot slower. I'm just kinda enjoying taking my time with things. And if it takes me over a month to read this, because like okay, we'll use this for an example because it's right here. I have been reading this since September 28th, but I've just been, like, taking notes and I don't have any of my tabs in here, but I've been I borrowed the e-copy from, um, my library, so I've been taking my notes through there, and I'm gonna transfer them. Yeah, it's been unexpectedly busy this year, and I've just been having a hard time focusing. Not that I don't wanna read, I just been having a really hard time focusing on, like, physical reading. If it's audiobook, I can get through it really quickly, but, if it's, like, physically reading, like, the Triangle and the Deep are physical reads, um, and I'm kinda doing a little bit of both with Bleak House. I'm kind of listening to bits of the audiobook, but physically reading it and having a discussion over on Storygraph, which if you don't follow me over there, I'm more active over there. I'm active on Goodreads, but not as much as Storygraph. Um, and if anybody's curious, I also have a Pango bookstore link in my link tree. I'm actually having a 20% off all orders sale. So if you want to purchase any of the books that I have decided to move on to other homes, and that some of them, honestly, I have really, really enjoyed. Like, because I'm getting rid of them, don't take it as, like, I didn't like them, but I'm running out of space, and I want everything that I physically own to either be books that I really wanna read or books that I love and I plan to reread. I know. I have so many notes, it's not even funny. No judgment, Liz, none at all. Yeah, I've just been really enjoying, like, the Alona Andrews series that I've been reading. Um, my friend Amanda at the Naughty Librarian, she introduced me to Alona Andrews, and they're just fun popcorn reads. They're just fun, and sometimes you need that when you're reading heavy stuff. Like, I was reading Hester by Margaret Oliphant, and I put it down strictly because it was way too similar to Bleak House. It's not as long as Bleak House, it's like 500 pages. but it was way too similar in subject matter to Bleak House, so I couldn't read them both at the same time. So I just put, as some people on booktube call it, I NFN'd, not for now. Like, I'm definitely planning on picking Margaret Oliphant back up because her writing was great. It's just I can't do that while reading Bleak House because the subject matter is too similar. Yeah, that too. Hi, Vina. How are you? But yeah, I've just been kind of just going with the flow and really enjoying it and leaning into some middle grades that I've really have been on my TBR for way too long. Ooh, I that is one thing that unintentionally put down, but I'm planning on getting back to it because I have, what is the one after? Is it the Lost Symbol that's after Da Vinci Code? Because I reread Angels and Demons in the Da Vinci Code, and then time just got away from me. But I do own um The Secret of Secrets. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so behind. Ooh, yum. That sounds amazing. You'll have to, oh my, now you're making me hungry. That sounds so good. I really, yeah, absolutely. I'm in. Do you wanna do it in November? Because 'Cause I've never read the one after The Last Symbol. I've owned it forever, but I've never read it. And then, of course, The Secret of Secrets came out. Was that September or the beginning of October? Yeah. Um, I can start it Wednesday? Is Wednesday a good start date for you? Hi, Britton. How are you? What are you reading right now, Britton, since you just came in? Let me see. How did it go? I had to pop out because of other things, but I was really enjoying it for the little bit that I did stay for. Inferno, I've never read. Origins, I've never read, and then Secret of Secrets, I've never read. So I'm a little bit more behind than I thought. Casseroles are my favorite, especially this time of year. Casseroles, and I love using my crock pot. I use my crock pot at least once a week. It's one of my favorite things. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. She rides shotgun. How are you doing with A Brief History of Seven Killings? Crock-pot meals for the win. You can throw it in before you have to leave the house and then just have it done by the time you get home. It's fantastic. I love using the crock pot all year round. But this season definitely is top tier for it. I don't know why. I've owned it for years, and I think it's just I never thought it was gonna continue, so I was like, "Oh, I'll hold off on it," and then all of a sudden in 2025, he was like, "Here's a new book." I am obsessed with my crock pot. It's like my best friend. My favorite thing to do in them is soups and, like, roast dinners. That's fair. That's completely fair. I still wanna check out, what is that one called that he has that I haven't read by him? The Night Women? I know. We probably are the same person. And then all of a sudden he was like, "Poof, here's a new book." That's 700 and some everybody's like, "It's 700 and some pages." I'm like, "Yeah, but his writing, it literally goes so fast that it doesn't feel like it's 700 and something pages." One of my favorite things to make is I found a crock pot friendly, Indian cuisine dishes to throw in the crock pot, and it's, like, my new favorite thing. Yes! My all-time favorite is, and it's actually, like, if you know someone who has a gluten allergy, it's gluten friendly. It's a potato gnocchi like a gnocchi soup, and it's a pasta made from potatoes, so a lot of people with a lot of different food allergies use that, and I put, my leftover rotisserie chicken in there and make it a full meal by cheating, I guess. Ooh, Arby's. That's my favorite. Arby's mozzarella sticks. Everybody sleeps on Arby's mozzarella sticks, but they're bomb. Oh, I haven't made a crock pot chili in a minute and a half. You just gave me an idea for what to do for dinner this week. Uh, cause I usually make chili in my, like, skillet, my big, big, big skillet, but that's a good idea. Make a crock pot chili. I'm gonna be so hungry, and then by the time I'm making dinner, be starving. I'm making, ravioli with, pasta vodka sauce with garlic, and that's gonna be dinner. Yeah, it's just I don't know why crock pot meals are so comforting to me. They just are. I don't know if it's just because you just come home and it smells like you've been cooking all day, because technically you have, but it's just so good. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to enjoy fall. Um, this weekend coming up, I have a concert that I'm possibly going to. We're waiting to find out if we're actually going or not. Yes, that's what it is, The Book of Night Women. Yeah, that was my big issue with the History of Seven Killings was certain subject matters, but I know he likes to kind of dive into them. And, funny little not an aside that's interesting is his partner wrote the James Baldwin biography that just came out recently. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but I've heard it's really good. And I've heard, I listen to a lot of his work because of, um, the the patois, and for me, it's easier for me to hear it versus reading it when it's a different, when it's broken down in different languages like that. It's just easier for my brain to compute it if I hear it. I've been so I've been, like, so behind, like, I haven't done anything, like, fall themed. Um, I'm trying to find stuff, like, there's not much around here. Yes, thank you, I couldn't think of the word. Dialect. Yeah, because that book has a lot of different dialects and different forms of patois and all that stuff. So I highly recommend all his books on audio, but they don't shy away from things at all. Because sometimes I even cringe. I'm like, that's a lot." No, I haven't. I've been trying Dark Academia, and I just don't think it's for me. I've been, like, genuinely trying. Um, Fall themed books. What did I read? I've been reading a lot of, like, Alona Andrews, urban fantasies. Um, I have another set of urban fantasies that I wanna pick up, and I can't remember the name of them to save my life. I actually got sent them from the author because I won them in a giveaway. Um, I do wanna pick up an AJ Locke because 'cause you've been telling me for years to read her. Which one do you recommend starting with? Because I know she's written a ton. I don't know, I'm just kinda like, I'm still in even though it's October's technically over, I'm still in my spooky season kind of vibe right now. I really wanna like it because I love, like, aspects of it, but every book that I try, I'm like, "No, not for me. Not for me." 'Cause I love, like, the school setting, so I'm always curious, and then it just never turns out how I think it would. Or let me put it this way, the author never focuses on the parts that I find the most interesting when it comes to dark academia stuff. Okay, perfect. I think I have that on ebook because I think she had it on sale one day, and it was, like, 99 cents. I have to check my e-reader. I understand a lot of it more than I think I do, but it's weird to hear it versus seeing it written down. Not in like a bad way, but I went to college with a lot of people from different parts of Jamaica. So I have been around a lot of people speaking different types of patois, and it's easier for me to understand if I'm physically hearing it versus seeing it written down. Ooh, I haven't read that since middle school, high school, I think? That's one I haven't thought of in a while. That part! That! And I'm just like, I remember what I used to do when I was in college, and I don't wanna go back there. That part. And everybody is, like, high in all those books. I'm like, "Why?" I might pick your brain if there's something that I can't figure out that's written with a French dialect. Yeah. I heard a little bit when I was visiting in Canada. Exactly. I mean, if you wanna bring them up because they do happen, absolutely, but when it's a main focus, it does nothing for me. Yeah, I know. Y bingo, bingo. Or they think they know what they're talking about, and then half the time you prove them wrong and they get really mad and give you crap for the rest of the semester. Yep, speaking from experience. Yeah, I'm just kind of just going with the flow with my big reads. And I really wanna get to Middlemarch, but I might be pushing that back till January, which bums me out. Yeah, exactly. Or a professor that's not a jackass. That'd be great. Because some of them are so informed on what they teach, they're in their own little vacuum, and that was the problem for me. And a lot of it reminded me of high school in that way of, like, "Oh, so and so didn't like your dad, so they're gonna give you crap for the rest of the semester because they don't like your parent," or whatever, and I'm just like, "We're adults." Ooh, that sounds like so much fun. I've been really getting into cooking lately. And just finding different recipes and trying to find different stuff to try because I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I make the same 10 things constantly. Let me know how they work because I've seen a bunch of them and I want to buy them just because they're adorable but I don't want to buy them if they don't do what they're supposed to. Yeah, I agree. It's just and then the worst is when the professor wrote the book and then you don't end up using the damn book and you never take it out of the plastic because the teacher never uses it. And you take it back to sell it back, it's brand new, still in the plastic, and they don't give you your money back, they give you, like, 10 cents. Oh, yeah, you came in later, I'm sorry. Um, I don't mind repeating. I'm reading Bleak House, by Charles Dickens. I'm doing a 2-month read along with Dee Dee at Brown Girl Reading. If, um, if you wanna get into classics or if you wanna dive into some, like, lesser known classics, I highly recommend her channel. Um, oops, let me make sure that doesn't fall. I am in the middle of this is a bind up of 2 books. I'm in the middle of The Triangle and the Deep by Robert P. Otone. It's kind of like a spooky, Halloweeny, middle grade slash YA. The trilogy is complete now. The last book in the trilogy, The Navigator, just came out in September. So I am reading this to have a discussion with the author on my channel. And it doesn't look like I've read much, but I'm literally halfway through. um, what else am I working on? Sweep in Love. It's a urban fantasy done by Alona Andrews, who are a married couple who write fantasy romances together. That's just fun to listen to while I'm cleaning. And the next book I'm hoping to get to is The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen Graham Jones to finish out the Angel of Indian Lake trilogy, which starts with My Heart is a Chainsaw. I've heard it's a really good adaptation. I'm planning on watching it after. after we have the discussion, I'm definitely planning on I love Gillian Flynn or Gillian I said Gillian Flynn, Gillian Anderson, because I grew up on X-Files. My parents were huge X-Files fans. Yeah, it's just I had to put down another book because it was too similar to, the subject matter Dickens was covering in, Bleak House, so I'm pushing that out till, like, March. That's Hester by Margaret Oliphant, and she is a female writer from the same time period, like the Victorian time period, that not enough people talk about, in my opinion. Oops. Um, ooh, that is one I have to get to. I've read The Babysitter Lives before because he released it as an audio only book. I wanna say he released it, like, 2 or 3 years ago on Halloween, so I've read that one. I haven't read the ro the other one that's part of that double feature. I haven't read that one. Take your time. Well, my parents also had me very young, so I feel like that's part of it too. People don't think my mom is my mom when they meet her, they think we're siblings. But yeah, I'm just kinda all over the map, and I'm working on a project secretly. A very long project, but it is coming. Um, I have another secret project that I just thought of that I wanna do next year. I think next year is gonna be my project year, unintentionally. Yeah, it has been a while since we talked, Liz. I didn't realize how long it's been since I've gone live that hasn't been for an interview. It's probably been a good solid 6 to 8 months. No. Yeah, it's been a minute. Like, you comment on my videos, and if I love that you comment on my videos, but we haven't, like, talk in a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. That's crazy. Time has just been weird. It just feels weird that it's November. Like, how are we this far into 2025 already? I can't handle it. How are we this far in? And now we're just hitting the holidays, and it's just gonna be like the crazy rush of the holidays. Any good holiday books recommendations would be greatly appreciated because I've been so out of my romance game this year. I've been reading more horror and literary fiction of late. I know, like, it's insane. Time is just flying. I knew everybody said that when you were a kid that everything just gets faster, and they weren't kidding. Like, holy moly. Yeah, I'm just so behind. Hi. How my neighbors who is that by? Because the title sounds familiar, but I don't remember who that's by. Because I tried the Megan Quinn one, the Megan Quinn romance. Her she seems lovely, but her romance books are too long. She seems great. You're fine, but I'll give that a try because it's been a while since whenever the last book that we discussed, Megan Quinn in the book club, when the book club was still active, was the last time I read Megan Quinn. Yeah, I'm just really behind on everything, but that's okay. I'm trying not to stress myself out because this isn't a job. It's supposed to be fun. You should put a video out. Um, Britain. I don't know if you're part of this trend or if you've done this, but I would really love to see like your 10 before the end if you haven't done it. Yeah, I'm not stressing out. I've never read a Lynn Painter, but I've heard good things. People have recommended her to me. Okay, maybe that's why I missed it because I check out your videos all the time. I might have just missed it because I'm just nosy and I want to find out what everybody's reading or everybody's planning on reading for the rest of the year. I just like being super nosy when it comes to books. Otherwise, not so much. And this is a nonfiction book that I'm planning on getting to next month because it's nonfiction November. It's not really, but I still keep it as nonfiction November. What Bruce Lee, A Life by Matthew Polly. And it's chunky, but I'm looking forward to it. I've watched all his films, I've watched documentaries on him. My dad, I grew up with a lot of his teachings and philosophies because of my dad. So I feel like in a way like I grew up with Bruce Lee, even though I haven't. Oh yes, please, please do. Um, even if you want to send it to me just in a message and on Discord, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm just kind of reading whatever I want to, and I do have one of those like Christmas romance advent calendar things where you read like a chapter a day, and I'm really excited to dive into that one. Christmas books are a must, or just holiday books in general. I don't try to start Christmas books until November, but I got the audio early for Jacqueline Frost's book, Julie's book. So I wanted to get that out there because I wanted to have like a release day review out. So that's why I read it that quickly. Yeah, but I'm definitely planning on I don't know if it'll be a weekly or a bi-weekly thing. I want to get back into the habit of doing like maybe like a bi-weekly stream of like what I'm reading, what I'm working on, video ideas, that kind of thing. But thank you for everybody watching now in the live stream, or everybody watching after the fact. If you're watching after the fact, could you please tell me, because I'm nosy, what you are planning on reading for the rest of the year? It's so good. It's really good, and it's really cute. I you I can't wait to hear your thoughts when you get to it. But thank you everybody for watching. during the live stream. And even if you just want to put like an emoji to let me know you were here, put some sort of leaf emoji because it's technically fall. Even though where I live, it's not really fall, but that's okay. But thanks for everybody watching. I will have another one planned for like 2 weeks from now because I'm reading a lot slower than normal. But this was fun. It was good to catch up with everybody. Have a great day. Bye.